What's up everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Demon Souls. To start off, let's just see if any of the NPCs have any new dialogue. So far, nothing from the Crestfallen Warrior. Nothing from, Ed? Or is that the other one? Let's see about Thomas.
I'm keeping a close watch. When the Scourge came, I abandoned my wife and daughter and fled like a madman. When I came to, I was in the Nexus. I haven't dared venture outside these walls since. I wish I could do more, but I am ignorant of the world beyond these walls. That Candle Maiden cared for me during my first days in the Nexus. She says very little, but has a kind heart. She's just the age my young daughter would have been. The poor, poor girl, trapped here with her eyes occluded by wax. If only something could be done to help her.
Alright, what about your daughter?
If only something could be done to help her.
Wait, stop talking about the Maiden in Black. What about your daughter?
If only something could be done to help her.
And what about your daughter? What's going on? I have the jade hair ornament, right? I did pick that up, I didn't forget. I don't think so, anyway. Yeah, there it is. Hold on, why isn't he talking about the ornament? Okay, maybe I just need to talk to him again.
That hairpin, that belongs to my daughter. Then she didn't make it after all. My dearest little baby. May she rest in peace. May I ask you a favor? Would you mind giving up that hairpin? I'd like to have it in memory of my daughter. You're a saint. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I mustn't forget. It's not much, but please accept this as thanks. I'm a bit ashamed to say, but I found it one day, discarded on the main road. But it seems to possess a strange power. Anyway, I feel that you should have it. It will be happier in your hands.
And for doing Stockpile Thomas's little side quest there, we get the Ring of Herculean Strength. And that's going to increase our item burden, not to be confused with the equip burden, by 50%, which is really, really significant. I'm not going to swap that out for the Thief's Ring just yet, I don't think. Let's see. Nah. Anyway, let's get on with World 1-2, getting back into Boletarian Palace. This is the stage of the Tower Knight boss, which is a really fun boss fight. This is also the second level that we rescue Ostrava. And it is... Actually, going back to Stockpile Thomas for a second, I'm a little surprised that he doesn't seem to be that concerned about his wife's well-being. He expressed a lot of concern about his kid and her memento. Hasn't said anything about his wife past the little passing mention he made way, way long ago. Perhaps he's a bit upset with maybe a recent revelation that his wife was indeed a witch, given the costume that dropped beside the jade hair ornament. Anyway, here we have, I think there are 6 hoplites around this area, and now that we have the Crystal Falcon, these guys just get demolished. Even more so than when you have Turpentine on the halberd. Even if you're attacking him from the front, just takes 2 swipes there. By the way, there is treasure behind, or supposed to be treasure behind the hoplite I killed back there, down that alleyway. I came in here for a brief second just to mess around with the Falcon off camera. I think there might be a stone of ephemeral eyes back there. Either way, you'll see the glowing yellow if you're playing the game for yourself. I think I might have mentioned the stone of ephemeral eyes. What that does is when you're in soul form, it allows you to instantly go back to body form at full health. It doesn't recover your souls or anything.
Again, surrounded by evil warriors. Could you, perhaps, help me one last time? Clear out the soldiers at the far end of this passage, if it pleases you. The Lord's Path, just down yonder, has degenerated into a feeding ground for flying dragons. Have your wits about you.
One last time, Ostrava? Are you sure about that? I'm not. But yeah, we'll help Ostrava out because this is more or less gonna be close to a completionist run. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not going crazy grinding or anything. But we will do all the side quests. We'll mess around with all the phantoms. And Ostrava's is one of the earliest ones. You can see in the distance the red drake approaching, the red dragon, I should say. And that'll fly overhead and scorch the Lord's Path here, which is pretty much just the big rampart we're running along. And I'm gonna wait for him to make another pass just to be sure. I could probably easily made the sprint. What you want to do here is you want to wait for the dragon to start breathing fire down the pathway and then make a dash for the next guard tower. And yeah, you make it with a lot of room to spare usually. And you can even grab some of the early items on the path. If you kill the dragon off, you can grab the other ones safely. The dragon's fire won't quite one-shot you at this point, but it's going to be pretty impossible to dash back there and then get back to the guard tower without taking 2 hits. And you will die in 2 hits. Have no doubt about that. Hello, Kung Lao. Forgot his name the last time I recorded. Oh, he's trying to eat grass. He's adopting sneaky tactics on us. Like those damn Blue Eye Knights. I think there's a compound longbow up here. Is this it? Hold on. To take care of the crossbowmen. I think this is the longbow. No, this is a catalyst. Maybe the longbow is on the other guard tower. Or it's right here. No, that was a soul. And as the name might suggest, when you consume the souls, you get an amount depending on what the soul is. I think legendary hero souls give you like 10,000 or something. Unknown hero or unknown soldier, I think is 200. All sorts of different denomination of soul currency here. See, we want to turn left here to get to Ostrava, because remember, Ostrava was behind the gate at the beginning where all the hoplites were. Yeah, pretty good view of what's going on out here, and you can see the dragon in a little town down below. Oh, sneaky, sneaky ambush. Love that about Demon Souls. Rarely are the ambushes things that you can't just be prepared for. Like, if you have your shield raised, turning corners, and you're being really vigilant, you won't ever get caught off guard. It's not trial and error in that way. It does teach you through death, but you totally can avoid those deaths altogether by just paying close attention. That Ring of Gash resistance, I guarantee, will never get worn. I don't care about bleeding. I'm actually not even sure which enemies inflict bleeding on you.
Thank you. That makes twice. Thanks to you, I can now forge ahead. This is a token of my gratitude. Please accept it.
And yeah, the Dark Moon Grass is pretty handy, because it cures status ailments as well as restoring you to full health. Soldier's Lotus, I think, also cures bleeding. Lots of anti-bleed stuff around here. I wonder if... I don't remember anything in this level inflicting bleed, which is kind of... I think it's basically just like the poison status ailment? Not sure. Going into here, you can hear dogs barking in the background. Want to be really careful. This is where the Thief's Ring shines especially, because what the Thief's Ring does, if I haven't explained it, is it makes you harder for enemies to detect. So normally what you would do here, if you're going through without the Thief's Ring, is you walk up a little bit and you get mobbed by dogs. Oh, I'm being invaded. If you have the Thief's Ring on, though, you can carefully pull 1 or 2 dogs at a time, and there's like 6 of them, and they are nasty to fight in packs. But I have to deal with this phantom. I want to see if I have one of the stones that lets me banish phantoms, because I don't want to kill my momentum here having to duel someone right now. I guess that's the downside of playing online, is that sometimes you just get invaded. I mean, normally it's a fun part of the experience, but during a Let's Play, it's kind of an interruption. Let's see, where is he? I heard the dragon breathing fire on the Lord's path, so he's probably out there. No! Whoa, whoa, whoa! He's behind me already. He already went through that. Okay, what you got? Wow, that's... Ooh! Ooh! That's nasty! Is that the starting halberd, or is that upgraded? I'm gonna go up here and try to drop him behind him. It's probably already locked onto me, though, so it won't work. Let's see. Oh, no! I hit Ostrava! Oh, no, no. Okay, let's get up here. And... shit. That's taken a lot out of my stamina. He's two-handing it, that's why. Shit, 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 Ostrava. Ostrava, move. I don't want to hit Ostrava, because then he'll go hostile on me. Ostrava! Look, Ostrava's just... I don't care. That's your problem, buddy. You fucking rescued me, I don't give a fuck. Ostrava. Ostrava! Ostrava. Oh, that was an embarrassing death. Also, I can't remember if you die to an invading Black Phantom in body form. Do you get put in soul form still? Yes, you do. Shit. Well, there goes all my talking about the Thief's Ring and how useful it is for the dogs up there. I'm gonna have to go with the Cling Ring, because I would rather have 25% more health than the effects of the Thief Ring, at least right now. I'm really surprised that that Phantom went through my stamina so quick blocking. One of the advantages of the Purple Flame Shield is that it has very high guard break resistance, and what guard break resistance on a shield does is it dampens the amount of stamina that blocked attacks take away. So, with 0 guard break resistance, an attack that you block will take off a huge chunk of your stamina. But with, say, 50, the impact of that strike is lessened. Shit. And that's I guess that's kind of to mitigate the fact that it's such a heavy shield. Plus, it's not a parrying shield. There are 2 types of shield. The larger shields, like this and Adjudicator shield, are known as shield bash shields. And the parry function on them is replaced by a very slow, lurching shield bash attack. Let's see. Ostrava respawns back here when you die, I think. No, he's still wandering the path, which means he's probably in the middle of getting fucked up by enemies now who have respawned. So I rescue Ostrava. Ostrava doesn't get the fuck out of my way when I get invaded, and then he goes on to probably get himself killed by enemies being unguarded now. Shit. That's not good. That is really, really bad. Come on, Dragon. I have to get back to Ostrava before he gets himself killed. Oh, I was saying about shields. So, yeah, there's the shield bash kind of shield, and then there are lighter shields that allow you to parry. I'm going to be sticking with the Purple Flame Shield for most of the playthrough, I think. At least up until I get Garl Vinland's shield, which is really nice, the Dark Silver shield. There you are, Ostrava. Did anyone try to hurt you? Anyone try to hurt you, Ostrava? Oh, come here, it's alright. I didn't mean to yell at you. Oh, Ostrava is a son of a bitch. Ostrava drank a full glass of liquid LSD with his eggs. Then he slept for 8 months straight. When he woke, he rubbed his eyes and said, "All in all, I prefer gin." I once saw Ostrava scissor kick Angela Lansbury. Ostrava! Oh, fuck you, Ostrava. I hate you. I'm just so bipolar with Ostrava right now. At least, one nice thing about this is that 1-2 is both a short and a very easy level. I don't get the benefit of the Thief's Ring against the dogs now, so I have to be even more careful in approaching them, and hopefully I'll only have to fight 3 at a time. Like I said, I think there are 5 or 6 around here. If I can get 2 at a time without the Thief's Ring, that'd be really, really nice. Here they come. Oh, it's 3. Good thing I have this Crescent Falcon. Oh, it's tearing them up. I think the first charge of the initial 3, I think 1 swipe took 2 of them out. Yeah, I underestimated how overpowered this weapon is. Along with the Purple Flame Shield. Purple Flame Shield's so nice. Also, saying it makes me think of Wacky Waving Inflatable Arm Flailing too, Ben.
Ah, we meet again. Fancy that. Hope you find something that's... Be a brave knight or depraved slave, the demons will snatch your soul and you'll go mad. And those who dare cling to their humanity are hunted down. It is the end of great Boletaria as we know it. But hell, at least the demons don't send us to our deaths in battle.
The Dregling Merchant kind of sounds like the, what's the name of the guy who played the Leprechaun in the Leprechaun movies? Sounds a little bit like him. Also, it's interesting that there is that connection, that parallel. Well, one of many between this and Dark Souls. In both games, you lose your souls or your humanity, and you start to go mad. Also, it's interesting that he actually mentioned humanity, since it's a central mechanic that kind of replaces world tendency in Dark Souls. Oh god, I can't wait to play Dark Souls. Okay, so that's most of the, actually that's all the backtracking done. Wrapped up a convenient little Ostrava-hating package. Ooh, this is kind of a nasty ambush the first time you run through here, because it's like 5 crossbowmen. And you have your back turned to them as soon as you come out of there, so you just sprint towards the fog gate thinking, I'm home free now after all those dogs, and you just get shot in the back over and over again. And don't be fooled by the ranged attacks. They do damage. Most games, the ranged attackers just kind of like plink plink, just chip away at your health little by little. These guys, no, they do serious damage, especially in numbers. They are actually like horrible to fight in New Game Plus. The first New Game Plus, that is. All right, I think I'm safe right here by the wagon, so I'll just wait for one more pass like before. Where's the dragon at? There you are. All right, ready, set, fuck, fire. That's the other nice thing I should mention about the Purple Flame Shield is it is really high fire resistance, and the reason I wanted to backtrack through the first level so quickly to go up to the Dragon's Roost there and get the Purple Flame Shield that early is because we're going to be completing World 2 pretty shortly here. Like, right after this level, I'm going to start World 2 and we'll go straight through it. Gonna go straight to World 2-1, 2-2, and 2-3 all in a row. 2-3 is just a boss fight. 2-2 is Flame Lurker's level, and it's one I'm not looking forward to. Not because of Flame Lurker, even though Flame Lurker has a reputation for being the hardest boss. I don't like the second half of that level. And then World 2-1 will be pretty easy going. Just Armored Spider in that level. Anyway, we're almost at the boss now. We are. That's the fog gate right there leading to the boss. This level, the level itself is very short. It's mostly a big picture type of level. There's not too much going on our initial time through. Oh, hey, Crystal Lizard. Oh. What are you... Oh, I'm freaking out here. Shit. Shit, I'm trying to, like, position myself because the swing is not hitting too well. There we go. 1-2 is a big picture type of level. There is some lore that's tied to the boss here that just won't make sense to talk about yet. It makes more sense to talk about him a little bit later on, when you could get a more complete picture of what's going on in Boletaria. And besides that, we need to come back here for a few reasons when we're about halfway through, a little bit more than that, through World 1-3, then the next level of Boletarian Palace after this. Our first time through, though, it's pretty much a run-of-the-mill level with a fun boss fight at the end. It's not a particularly difficult boss fight, but it is a fun one with an interesting gimmick attached to it. Another stone of ephemeral eyes there, which I need. The reason I'm going to need as many stones of ephemeral eyes as I do is because I plan on doing a lot of world tendency shifting to do side quests. And one of the easiest ways to shift world tendency towards black is to suicide in body form and then use a stone of ephemeral eyes to get back to body form and just suicide over and over again. When you die in body form, I think I mentioned in the tendency episode, when you die in body form in a level, not in the Nexus, in a level, you shift that world's world tendency towards black. And I think if you're at pure white, you need to do it 6 or 7 times to hit pure black. So I need a lot of ephemeral eye stones. This, by the way, is Tower Knight, that big, badass, imposing figure. But before we deal with him, we have to deal with his entourage of crossbow archers flanking us from the ramparts up here, from the battlements. And there are, I think there's 4 on each side. If you're going through the game as a magic user or a ranger, a bow user, you can just stand up here and he'll just have to shoot his magical lance at you all day long. His lance is totally ineffective against walls, though, so it's a bit of an unfair fight if you're doing this from range. And his weak spot is also his head, so you have a pretty clear shot from up here. That's the only time it's a little bit dicey, is what I just did there. If he is a clear view of you, like if you're where the crossbow guys are standing, he'll hit you with the lance. Otherwise, you're completely protected from his single ranged attack. I think there's one more archer waiting out here. Just deal with him and duck behind cover for that last attack. Now the fun part of the fight starts. Oh, did get one more magic lance in. Come on, bind him. So the cool thing... Ooh, I was actually just inside, barely inside his AoE there. So the cool thing about Tower Knight is he has these really, like, heavy attacks. They do massive AoE damage. They have really, really wide areas of effect. Ooh, that's not good. I'm fighting him a little bit too close to the wall, but I don't want to take the time to reposition him. It's going to be my downfall. So he has these super hard-hitting attacks, these shield bashes, and the whole goal, if you're melee, is to get behind him and swipe at his ankles. And once you've done sufficient damage to both legs, he topples over and you could get a few swipes in at his head. With the Crystal Falcon, it's only going to take one cycle to finish this boss off. Oh god, he landed on me! All the times I fought Tower Knight, I didn't know he could land on you. Yeah, really easy boss, but super fun. I really love the mechanic of that fight. And we get body form back. All is well after the invasion and my botched duel with Mr. Halberd Phantom. was really fighting Ostrava more than anything. Fucking Ostrava. Butthurt over that. You have no idea. You have no idea how unhappy that makes me. Because the thing is, you can attack Ostrava, I think, maybe once or twice, and I'll just say, hey, what the hell is wrong with you? But if you continue to attack him, he takes it as a sign of hostility, of open hostility, and he ceases to be your friend. So you can't be buds with Ostrava if you attack him too many times, and then you have to kill him. And I would get the mausoleum key to open Old King Doran's mausoleum off of his corpse, but I want to carry his storyline out to its conclusion and do the side quests that way. Anyway, though, now that Tower Knight's dead and I am done being butthurt about invading phantoms, that's going to do it for this episode, folks. Thanks for watching. By the way, you can't go to World 1-3 until you've killed an Archdemon. And an Archdemon is just the final world boss, so that is why in the next episode I'm going to be going straight through World 2 so we can kill the Archdemon, and then we will probably spice things up with the Tower of Latria and Valley of Defilement after that, so we're not just bouncing between 3 worlds out of 5. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy. Have a good one. I'm going to go hunt a gecko.